First of all, I would like to congratulate the organizers of this highly anticipated ADEX Sabah Ocean Partnership Summit for this very important event. I think there's no better place to convene for an event like this than Sabah, which is world famous for its breathtaking diving sites and natural wonders. When I was asked to be a panel speaker at this event, I gladly accepted, because all of us share a common concern for the well-being of planet Earth, particularly the ocean, which covers 71% of its surface. A small percentage of that huge body of water is here in Sabah, and because it is part of a single global ocean, all of us are entrusted with the duty to protect. For this, I feel truly grateful for this invitation. However, please accept my sincere apology for not being able to join the event physically due to other commitments. Ladies and gentlemen, I have had the privilege of visiting Sabah 4 times since my appointment as EU Ambassador to Malaysia. Sabah is truly amazing. No words cannot fully describe its beauty. It's as if there is an invisible door, like the classic story of Narnia, that opens to a whole new world when one touches down at the Kota Kinabalu International Airport. Within an hour from the terminal, one can find oneself on a wondrous beach or rainforest. During my visit last time, I had a sneak peek of Sabah from below. Although I only went snorkeling around Sipadan and Mabul, I cannot wait to come back for another dive because, as many of you already know, the biodiversity in these sites are simply unmatched. Jacques Cousteau, the late world-renowned oceanographer, had once perfectly described Sipadan as an untouched piece of art. I experienced this firsthand during my maiden work visit to inspect the European Union's Community Action Project for Fish-Bomb Free Semporna Seas. The 4-year project, launched in May this year, is led by the Semporna Islands Project and WWF Malaysia, with Stop Fish Bombing and Blue Hope as core delivery partners. The project brings together a diverse range of people and groups working to protect marine resources and people's livelihoods. We recognize the need for incentives, community action to drive behavioral change, and how crucial it is to effectively detect fish bombing. Technical innovation and community engagement in sustainable livelihood programs also form the basis of the planned strategies of this EU-funded project. Alongside concerted efforts to stop the fish bombing, the program will be providing skills and training in giant clam culture and ocean farming of abalone. Another critical part of the program will tackle the huge issue of plastic pollution in Semporna and create opportunities for recycling and repurposing waste into value-added products. At least 10 Semporna Seas community action groups are to be set up in the area to take these steps forward. Ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, plastics are part of our daily lives and economy, but they can have serious negative effects on the environment and human health. The figures are mind-blowing. According to the United Nations, plastic accounts for 85% of all marine litter. Almost 26 million tons of plastic waste is generated in Europe every year. We estimate by 2040, and this is the UN estimates, by 2040 the global figures to triple, adding 23 to 37 million metric tons of waste into the ocean every year. From plankton and shellfish birds, turtles and mammals, none are spared from these disastrous effects. They all face risks related to toxification, behavioral disorders, starvation, and suffocation. Plastics also affect the human body. The material and related toxins are ingested through seafood, drinks, and even salt. While the extent of its effects can only be known with more medical and biological research, the global community is nevertheless very concerned. Statistics reveal that 90% of Europeans are concerned about the impact of plastics on people and the environment. As such, European Union has been taking targeted action on the ways to tackle pollution and related marine litter, while accelerating the transition to a circular economy for the material. Its pollution has become a global issue and calls for concerted efforts from every government and every citizen. After all, we share but one ocean. And this single, limitless expanse of water is choked by endless plastic items and material which float across international boundaries without sanction. In the European Union, we have our plastic strategy, which is part of the Circular Economy Action Plan that outlines specific actions, such as the ban of single-use plastics. However, we realize that we are part of a larger global family, and for this, we feel called to join hands with the rest of the world in trying to find the best solutions to tackle the problem. So, the project that we found in Semporna is part of our shared responsibility to deal with the problem as citizens of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, while it is unrealistic to say that we can wipe out plastic from the face of the earth as a more eco-friendly and sustainable replacement which is globally accepted is yet to arrive, we can, however, neutralize its effects on people and the environment. This is not new thought, as many of you know, as there are many initiatives being taken at various levels, be it by individuals, NGOs, businesses, and governments in dealing with the issue. We know about people and organizations turning plastics into other value-added products. By doing so, they reduce the risk of new plastics being added into the market and polluting the environment. From the rivers to the ocean, and some of the ideas are exceptionally brilliant. Ultimately, what we aim for is to achieve a circular economy. It is a system where materials never become waste, and nature can regenerate and restore. In a circular economy, that the European Union is one of the leaders bringing those concepts into play, products and materials are kept in circulation through processes like reuse, remanufacturing, recycling, upcycling, and composting. The circular economy tackles climate change and other global challenges like biodiversity loss, waste, and pollution head-on by decoupling economic activity from the consumption of finite resources. This is our vision for Sabah, and we hope to pilot this in Semporna through the Semporna Plastic Neutral Initiative under the European Union. You would ask, why Semporna? Ever since Cousteau's piece of art declaration, divers and tourists from around the world have flocked to the district. Semporna is also located within the Coral Triangle, the epicenter of the world's greatest marine biodiversity. Tourism has also been one of Sabah's main economic activities, and the majority of tourists visit this East Coast town for its seas and beautiful islands. Therefore, we need to protect it by maintaining a balance between tourism on the one hand and ocean health. And this is of paramount importance. When I was in Semporna, I saw plastics everywhere. It feels like witnessing the Mona Lisa being vandalized. So I asked myself, what can we do together to overcome the problem? I also saw that poverty is a harsh reality in the area, especially among many island dwellers in the district. For the Bajau Laut sea gypsies, who technically are undocumented, the ocean is their home. Not much else belongs to them. In truth, we hope to tackle both these problems in one go by getting this project going in Semporna. I have high expectations that our plastic neutrality program in the district will ultimately create what I could call an equalizer effect. On the one hand, it deals with a choking environmental problem. On the other, it helps provide an alternative solution for the community who would otherwise resort to fish bombing as a shortcut to putting food on the table. Over time, we hope that our plastic neutrality means of dealing with social and environmental issues in Semporna will set a benchmark for Sabah to embark on its own journey toward circular economy. In fact, this is an opportunity for Sabah to really shine and become a plastic neutral showcase for the Coral Triangle. An example for ASEAN to watch, follow, and support. Ladies and gentlemen, these aspirations can only be achieved when every one of us is willing to adopt a whole new mindset, especially in the way we consume and think in our daily lives. Through our Semporna Plastic Neutral program, we set out on a journey of learning to live a more sustainable life. We aim to help people overcome hardcore poverty so that they will not be forced to use environmentally destructive methods to simply survive. But this is just a part of our mission. Overall, we strive to create a healthier balance between planet, people, and profit, and to forge greater peace and harmony across the whole region. Thank you very much. Terima kasih.